When it comes to mind-bending aerial maneuvers, it turns out hummingbirds can give Top Gun's Maverick a run for his money. Researchers have discovered that these tiny creatures have two different strategies they can use to squeeze through gaps that are smaller than their wingspan. The findings shed light on the long-standing mystery of how hummingbirds in the wild manage to pass through dense foliage to reach nectar-rich flowers or tasty insects, despite being unable to tuck their wings in like other birds. Dr. Mark Badger, the first author of the research at the University of California, Berkeley, explains that while many people think of hummingbirds as being fast and maneuverable, their amazing abilities are just the tip of the iceberg. The flowers only refilled with nectar when the bird visited the other flower, resulting in the birds flying back and forth between them. The researchers then placed different partitions between the flowers, featuring circular or oval apertures of varying sizes. The researchers presented each of the 7 apertures to each hummingbird 10 times, recording them making 2 trips between the flowers each time. This resulted in 140 filmed trials per bird. The recordings revealed that the birds used 2 different poses as they flew through the apertures. In one extreme, the birds swept back their wings against their body and paused their flapping to rapidly pass through the aperture like a bullet. In the other, they took a slower approach, rolling their body and turning their head to pass sideways through the hole while continuing to flap, with one wing tilted forward and the other backwards. Both techniques were used on most of the apertures, although for the smallest circular aperture, the birds almost always use the bullet-like approach. The researchers also found that over the course of the experiments, the birds tended to use the bullet approach more often, regardless of the size and shape of the aperture. Badger suggests that the birds initially adopt the more cautious sideways strategy to reduce the risk of hurtling through the hole and into danger. As they realize the setup is safe, they might switch to the bullet strategy to reduce the risk of breaking feathers. The research reveals how hummingbirds, which can beat their wings 40 to 50 times per second, can adjust their posture as they move to fly through tiny spaces. Badger describes it as incredible to see how they use flap-by-flap control over their wings.